Radha Madhav, the invocation prayers. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Naam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nithai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 32 to 35. It's a cluster of 3 shlokas together. So we won't do Sanskrit today, we'll just do English translation and a purport. And also we'll talk about Lord Chaitanya's appearance. You know, his appearance day will be celebrated next Sunday. It is called Gaura Purnima. For us it is as important as celebrating Janmashtami. So today we'll talk about who is Lord Chaitanya and why we celebrate this. What is the connection between Lord Chaitanya and Krishna? How many of you heard Lord Chaitanya before? Yeah. So some of us haven't heard this. So today we can learn more about Lord Chaitanya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Welcome to sunny Stoke. We have sun here, and we welcome Anju Mataji. Welcome back to UK. That's your daughter? Yeah. Welcome, beta. Hari bol. She's happy. Where is Balaji? Oh, are you hiding? Welcome back, Balaji. Hare Krishna. Welcome back, all our friends. Welcome. And today we'll be talking about Lord Chaitanya's appearance. And before that, we're going to read a little bit from Bhagavad Gita. So this is the translation from Shloka 32 to 35 from the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. O Govinda, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield. O Madhusudan, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Arjuna has addressed Lord Krishna as Govinda because Krishna is the object of all pleasures for the cows and the senses. By using this significant word, Arjuna indicates that Krishna should understand what will satisfy Arjuna's senses. But Govinda is not meant for satisfying our senses. If we try to satisfy the senses of Govinda, however, then automatically our own senses are satisfied. Materially, everyone wants to satisfy his senses, and he wants Govinda to be the order supplier for such satisfaction. The Lord will satisfy the senses of the living entities as much as they deserve, but not to the extent that they may covet. But when one takes the opposite way, namely when one tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda without desiring to satisfy one's own senses, then by the grace of Govinda, all desires of the living entity are satisfied. Arjuna's deep affection for community and family members is exhibited herein, partly due to his natural compassion for them. He is therefore not prepared to fight. Everyone wants to show his opulence to friends and relatives, but Arjuna fears that all his relatives and friends will be killed on the battlefield, and he will be unable to share his opulence after victory. This is a typical calculation of material life. The transcendental life, however, is different. Since a devotee wants to satisfy the desires of the Lord, he can, Lord willing, accept all kinds of opulence for the service of the Lord. And if the Lord is not willing, he should not accept a farthing. Arjuna did not want to kill his relatives, and if there were any need to kill them, he desired that Krishna will kill them personally. At this point, he did not know that Krishna had already killed them before their coming into the battlefield, and what he was only to become an instrument for Krishna. This fact is disclosed in following chapters. As a natural devotee of the Lord, Arjuna did not like to retaliate against his miscreant cousins and brothers, but it was the Lord's plan that they should be killed. The devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer, but the Lord does not tolerate any mischief done to the devotee by the miscreants. The Lord can excuse a person on his own account, but he excuses no one who has done harm to his devotees. Therefore, the Lord was determined to kill the miscreants, although Arjuna wanted to excuse them. Shri Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna. So in this shloka, Arjun, he is putting argument in front of Krishna that Krishna, why should I kill my relatives? Then he listed all the different kinds of relatives present in front of him who wanted to fight against Arjun. Therefore his grandfathers, like Bhishma, his teacher Drona, his brother-in-laws, cousins, all various kinds of relatives were there against in opposite party. And the fight was for the kingdom of Hastinapur, which was the capital of the world at that time. So Arjuna is saying, Krishna, if I kill them, now what is the use of kingdom when all my relatives are gone? So here Prabhupada in the chapter, he is kind of stressing the word Govinda, because in the shloka, Arjuna is referring to Krishna as Govinda. Throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna and Arjun, they are addressing each other at various other names. At some place, Krishna addresses Arjuna as Partha, the son of Pritha, her mother. She was a royal lady. At some places, Arjuna, he is addressing Krishna as Arisudan, those who is the killer of the enemies. At some place, he is, and there are various names. We can go on and on. Here, Arjuna is specifically addressing Krishna as Govinda. Govinda. Go means senses, and Vinda means one who gives pleasure. So Krishna, who gives pleasure to the senses. So, how many of you knew the meaning of Govinda before? Yeah, you all knew? But if not, today you can know the meaning of word Govinda. And Go also means cows. Krishna gives pleasure to cows. So this is a very wonderful name. So why Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Govinda? Because Arjuna is saying directly, Krishna, I am not happy right now. My senses are not happy. I have got this terrible problem against me. I have to kill my relatives. And I am not happy at all. And I want to become happy. And you are Govinda. You give pleasure to the senses. So please give pleasure to me. Give pleasure to my senses. So Prabhupada writes in the purport that Arjuna is just like acting like a materialistic man. Materialistic man means we all want to be happy by satisfying our own senses. Isn't it? We all want to become comfortable. We all want to become happy. We all want to become rich. We all want to become center of everybody's attention. Isn't it? In a simple world, we are the center of the world. The whole world should act in such a way that I should become happy. Do you all agree? मैं दुनिया का center हूँ. I am the center of the world. And everybody should be serving me. But then Prabhupada writes in the purport, this is not how the devotees think. Devotees think rather than satisfying my own senses, I should satisfy Krishna's senses. If Krishna is satisfied, the whole world will be satisfied. So at other place, Prabhupada gives the analogy of watering the root of the tree. There's a giant, huge tree, and if you want to satisfy that tree, how do you satisfy a tree? By watering a tree. Now, how do you water a tree? There are millions of leaves. There are thousands of branches and twigs. You cannot go each leaf, and start putting the water on them. It will be a very difficult job. By the time you water one leaf, the other side is dry. By the time you water the other side, this side is dry. So what is the scientific way of watering a tree? You put the water on the root of the tree. When the root is satisfied, the whole tree gets satisfied. So in this world, what is the root of everything? The root of everything is God, Krishna. When Krishna is satisfied, the whole world will get satisfied. Does it make sense? Yeah? So this is the secret of being happy. And that if you want to become happy, try to satisfy Krishna. Like in our temple here. In this whole world, UK, there are many restaurants and the places for eating food. But what we do here, we cook the food and we offer it to Krishna. Krishna, this is for your pleasure. The same food that becomes no longer becomes a food, it becomes prasad. So that before it was bhoga. Bhoga means enjoyment. It is no longer a bhoga. Now it is prasad. Now this is being offered to Krishna first. And that prasad, which is called mercy, we take that mercy. And we all get satisfied. The same food, if we eat it without the offering to Krishna, it becomes the source of misery. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, other places, food which is not offered first for the sacrifice, actually you are eating the papa, you are eating the sin. So if you want to become happy in this world, the simple solution is that you make Krishna happy. Then you will be happy and the whole world become happy. This is the meaning of word Govinda. And then Prabhupada explains in the purport that Arjuna is saying that, my Lord, how can I enjoy this kingdom when all my relatives and friends, they're all killed? Because who will I share with this kingdom? And Prabhupada says this is a materialistic thinking. If you see in our own life, when we have we have bought a big house, or we have passed an exam, or we have achieved something, what do we do? We throw a party. And who do we call? Our friends and relatives. See, I've achieved something. I got something. And I want to share it with you, all of you. Come and let's have, share my achievement with you. This is nice, but Krishna says, Prabhupada says, devotees does not think like that. For a devotee, everything belongs to Krishna. So the devotee thinks that if Krishna wants to possess me something so I can serve this world, then I will accept it. But if Krishna does not want to award me any material opulence, then so be it. I'll live a very simple life. So Krishna, he wanted Arjuna and all the Pandavas to become the king of the whole world. So the Pandavas accepted. If Krishna, if you want it, we are happy to rule the world. On your behalf, we'll rule the world. We are not the enjoyer of this world. You are the enjoyer of this world. But on your behalf, we'll look after this world. This is how devotees think. And there is a lesson for us also here. We may not be the ruler of the whole world. But whatever opulence or intelligence or whatever abilities that we have, we should use in the service of Krishna. Oh Krishna, you have given us, now let me use this in your service, in the benefit of everyone in this world. Then that becomes the bhakti, that becomes the devotion. So there are some very important lessons here in this shloka. And now we go towards the understanding the connection of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. Anybody knows what is the last instruction Krishna gave in Bhagavad Gita? Anyone? No? I think you all know, but you're like Hanuman. You don't know your own glories. The last instruction Krishna gave to Arjun was that Sarva Dharman Paritajya Mak Mekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishami Masuchaha. That Krishna, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I look after all your pap and punya. Don't fear. This is what Krishna's last instruction. He says, abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender. Now, Krishna says, important thing is surrender to me. If you surrender to me, you don't have to worry about anything. I'll look after everything, what you have and what you lack. When you hear word surrender, what does the first thing come in our head? Come on, let's have some interaction. When you say, Prabhuji surrender or Mataji surrender, what do you think? What is the first thing comes in your head? क्रोध. सरेंडर नहीं करना है इसलिए क्रोध आता है. कर देना है. अच्छा, okay. Anything else? Respect? Okay. Yeah. You're a sadhu. Is a surrender positive word or negative word? Positive? Negative? Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, very good, very good. Anybody else? Is it negative? So yes, we have two arguments here. It could be positive, it could be negative. Now it is positive or it is negative depending on who are you surrendering to. Does it make sense now? Somebody who is a cruel exploiter and you surrender to him, what will happen to you? He will just exploit you. But if you surrender to Krishna, and who is Krishna? Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. He is a loving friend of all living entities. When we surrender to Krishna, we become his responsibility. We do not have to, do over endeavor for our own protection and our own safety or our own, benefit. When we become surrender to Krishna, we become property of Krishna. Then actually Krishna takes higher responsibilities. So when we surrender to Krishna, it is the highest positive thing you can ever do in your life. So generally surrender means we think, white flag, slavery, those are negative things. Because in this world, whoever has surrendered, we say, tum to buzdilo, you're a coward, you're surrendering. We are told things like this. But this depends on who are you surrendering to. But if you surrender to Krishna, who is not an exploiter, he's a Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. The Sarva Bhutana means all living entities, and Suridam, he is the topmost friend. He takes the responsibility of our own benefit. So surrender is a very positive thing. So Krishna says, surrender unto me. Then he says, next line, Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshai shami ma suchaha. I'll take care of all your sinful activities. We might have, huge criminal record of our karmic reaction. We may have done so many sinful activities. But Krishna says, if you surrender to me, I'll look after all your sinful activities. And says, ma suchaha, don't fear. Ma shuchaha. Ma means no, shuchaha, don't fear. Can you just understand the gravity of this sentence? Krishna says, don't fear when you surrender to me. How many of you ever experienced fear? All the time? Yeah, all the time we are fearful. I'm in the temple now. When will they give prasadam? Tomorrow I got appointment at 8 o'clock with the GP, Are you going to put me some injection or anything? And I have to go to the work tomorrow. My children are growing up. Will they become a nice children? I got this bank balance and I got this mortgage to pay. Will it I pay? All the time. There is some kind of fear or the other. There are some short-term fears. There are some medium-term fears. Then there are the long-term fears. Krishna says, if you surrender to me, I'll take care of all your sinful activities. Ma shuchaha, don't fear. So, our Prabhupada, we welcomed him last week. His name is Abhaya Charanarvinda. One who has taken shelter of Abhaya Charana. Krishna's feet, they are Abhaya Charan. One who surrenders at the feet of Krishna, he becomes Abhaya. Bhaya means fear, means not. One becomes fearless. So one of the first thing which happens to any living entity when he surrenders to Krishna is that he becomes fearless. The whole world is trying to become fearless after so much effort. But here in Bhakti, just by this simple act of devotion, the minimum you achieve, we are not talking about the highest achievement of love of God. The minimum thing you achieve is you become fearless. So to become fearless, what is Krishna demanding? To become fearless, what is Krishna demanding? Surrender. Yeah, that surrender to me. How do we surrender to Krishna? Shall I make a Hindi joke? I think some of you are from India. Shall I make a Hindi joke? Sir means sir, under. Mataji, probably our English friends will say. Sir means head, and under means under. So put our head under the feet of Krishna. So this is a physical act, but actually surrender is not a physical act. Actually it's from the heart, and it should come from the heart. So there are many ways we can surrender, but we do not have right information on how to surrender to Krishna. Is it that I give up my house and go to the forest, and that's where how I surrender? Shall I give away all my money to the temple, and that's how I surrender? Shall I just not eat for the rest of my life and just sustain myself on the water? Is that surrender? We have many ideas about surrendering. So we do not have right information on how to surrender to Krishna. And moreover, in this Kali Yuga, in this society, we are not encouraged to surrender. In your school, there was any chapter which says, my dear children, in your life, your mission is to surrender to the God. Has anybody taught you like this? What you are taught is that self-respect, king of the world, all these selfish or self-centric, attitudes that we are taught. But surrender, nobody has taught. So Krishna knew in the age of Kali, we will be struggle to surrender to God. So philosophically, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, he talked about Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, so many yoga he talked about. But now, Krishna, he knew our sorry condition. He said, these people are useless, means us. Even after telling this philosophy to surrender, they will not surrender. They will need an example, something which they can follow, something they can see from their eyes. So Krishna said, I will come again. Right now, I am the God. Now God cannot, he is God, everybody surrenders to him. So how can he show somebody how to surrender? So he decided, I will come again. Not as God. I'll be myself as a God, but I'll come in the mood of a devotee to show how to surrender to God. And for that reason, Krishna, he came as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So Lord Chaitanya, he is non-different than Krishna. He is Krishna himself, but in the mood of a devotee. And he is doing only this for one reason, so we can see how to surrender to Krishna. God comes as his own devotee, so we can understand how we can surrender to Krishna. Is this point making clear to you? Does it make sense? The one reason why Krishna comes as Lord Chaitanya, he is coming to show us how to be a devotee. When Krishna comes as a devotee, he has a taste. He likes top of the range things, everything top. Yeah. If you want to buy a car, what is the top car? Krishna will have that car. If you want to buy a house, what is the best house? So Krishna, when he comes as the topmost devotee of Krishna. So he's coming as a devotee of Krishna. So Krishna says, who is my best devotee? I will go in that devotee's mood. Yeah. Any idea who is the topmost devotee of Krishna? Nice devotee, but not topmost. Yeah. Not Arjun also. Gopis, very close. Gopis are topmost devotees. Yeah. And among the gopis, who is the topmost? Radharani. Shri Radharani ki jai. So, woman power. Yeah. Krishna's topmost devotee, she's a lady. In fact, all his topmost devotees, they are ladies, gopis. Because they have very simple heart. They don't think from head, they think from heart. The men's, they think lot from brain, less heart. So Krishna, he comes in a mood of a Radharani. Now my dear friend, this topic of Radharani, it's a very deep topic. If you're not careful, we will misunderstand, the tattva or the essence of the character of Radharani. So we'll just touch, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our gurus, what you have heard from our gurus, who is Radharani. Haji. But as per scripture, Radharani, she is the top. She is also very good devotee, no doubt. Yeah. So why did Krishna chose as Radharani, to come as a Radharani? So, one day, there is no day or night in spiritual world, but for our understanding, we says, one day, Krishna, he observed that Radharani, she is so much happy serving me. That she is so much happy that even she is enjoying more than me. I am the God. I should be the most enjoying person. But when I look at Radharani, she's enjoying the most, she's enjoying more than me. And how she's enjoying? By serving me. How is this possible? In this world, if we see materialistically, the person who gets served, he is more happy than the servant. The servant is like, is lower and the master is higher. And master is like, I am the enjoyer. But in spiritual world, it is the other way around. So in spiritual world, nobody wants to become master. Everybody wants to become servant. Because as a servant, when they serve Krishna, they are enjoying more than Krishna. And more they serve Krishna, the more they enjoy. So it is said even in spiritual world, even Krishna wants to become the servant of his own devotee. If you ever seen a picture of Krishna, he's never alone. He's with some cows, he's serving cow, or with his devotees, he's serving his devotees. So Krishna is always serving, because in the serving, we enjoy. In being served, there might be some flickery, sensation of enjoyment, but real enjoyment is in serving. So Krishna saw that Radharani, she is enjoying more than me. So I want to experience what is Radharani's feelings are when she is serving me. And how do I find out? If I take the role or the mood of Radharani, if I take the mood or what she experiences, then I'll be able to experience that. So this is the second reason, that Krishna, he came as Lord Chaitanya in the mood of a Radharani, his topmost devotee. Is it all making sense? Are you all still with me? Yeah, any questions here so far? Yeah, so Krishna comes as Lord Chaitanya for one reason is to teach us how to surrender. And second reason is that he wants to experience the ecstasy or the joy of Radharani. So he comes in the mood of a Radharani. So he's not coming as a Ishvara. He's coming as a devotee. And when he's coming as a Radharani, he takes the complexion of Radharani. Radharani, she's a very fair complexion. Her name is Gaurangi. Gaura means fair. Angi means complexion. Her name is Gaurangi. So when Krishna, when he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes as Gauranga. His body complexion is very fair, and his bodies are compared with the complexion of Radharani, Gauranga. So one of the very famous name of Lord Chaitanya is Gauranga. The Bengalis are very happy. They call it Gauranga too much. So this is a very nice name, Gauranga. That if we simply chant the name of Gauranga, we invoke the mercy of Radharani. And when Radharani, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming as Gauranga, now he is no longer Krishna. Krishna comes, what is Krishna's complexion? Shyam, black. Yeah, and now he is in the complexion of Radharani. And he is in the mood of Radharani. And Radharani, devotees, one of the shining quality for devotees, they are very compassionate. They are, anybody who is suffering in this world, the devotee feels, their own suffering. Paradukha dukhi. When devotee sees somebody else not happy, they become unhappy. Why are they suffering? Let me help them. So devotees, they give some charity, some food, some prasad. But more than that, what does a devotee give a person? They give them the Harinam. That, my dear friend, the topmost wealth you can have is Harinam. Please chant the name of Krishna. This way, all your suffering will go away. So when Radharani comes, she comes to this Kali Yuga, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, everybody is suffering. And Mahaprabhu then is giving everybody the love of God. The love of God, the prem that Radharani she is experiencing, the same love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing to everyone. My dear friend, this is never seen in the history of creation, what was happening when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So dear Rupa Goswami, he composed one shloka. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurati Se Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Mahavadanyaya. Maha means great and Vadanyaya means benedictions. You are giving the greatest benediction which no other incarnation has ever given. There are many incarnations of Krishna. Varaha, Nrsimha, so many incarnations are there. They give many, many benedictions. But are after a long tapasya, after a long, devotional activity. But here as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Mahavadanyaya. He is giving the love of Godhead to each and every one. Whoever is coming, because Radharani, this is Krishna in the mood of a Radharani. Yeah, and he is not saying who is fit, who is unfit. Says, oh, you are suffering, take the love of Krishna and be happy. And our acharyas explain that Mahaprabhu, he is plundering the wealth of Krishna. Like somebody who has some £1 billion in the safe or in their house, will keep it under lock and key and so much security. And one day you become so happy with this world, you open the storehouse and you are just throwing away all your notes. Take it, whoever wants to become, take this money, take it, I don't care, are you fit or not fit? So Mahaprabhu is giving this love of God to everyone. Generally, in Bhagavad Gita, what did Krishna says? Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. First surrender. First give up your so-called religious duties, then you surrender. In Mahaprabhu's mood, he's saying, if you don't want to surrender, doesn't matter. Just take this love of God. Just take this Harinam. And whether fit or not fit, you are eligible to receive this love of God. So, before we go, I just want you to understand these two, very important principles of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. That he is Krishna in the mood of Radharani, and is giving the love of God to all of us here without any qualification. So next Sunday we'll be celebrating Gaura Purnima. This is the day when Lord Chaitanya appeared about 500 years back. Yeah. So we'll be celebrating 4 to 7 p.m. next Sunday. It won't be afternoon program, it will be evening program. So it will be 4 to 7, we'll be celebrating. If you can fast the whole day. If you can. Don't eat anything. If possible, don't even drink water also. It's like, welcoming Lord Chaitanya into our life by fasting for few hours. And Lord Chaitanya appeared with the moonrise. One of his name is Gaura Chandra. Chandra means moon, the rising moon. So he appeared at the time of moonrise. So we break our fast after moonrise. So somewhere about after 7 o'clock, we'll break our fast. This is the reason next Sunday, we won't have afternoon program, because after the program we eat, and many of us will be fasting. So just to adjust that fast, our next Sunday program form will be 4 to 7 p.m. And after, we'll have the Abhishek of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He comes along with Balram, Nityanand Prabhu. Some weeks back we talked about Nityanand Prabhu. So we'll do Abhishek of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. We'll have some nice speaker who will talk about Lord Chaitanya in more detail. And we'll nice kirtan. And at the end, we'll honor the prasadam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Mahaprasad. So next Sunday, without fail, please come. And if possible, I request you as much as possible, fast on that day, if you cannot eat, that's fine. If you want to drink, you can drink, but as much as possible, don't eat, don't drink. And then in the evening, you can break the fast together. So before I conclude, the mercy that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown to this world, it is unprecedented. We will only know once we receive that mercy of Mahaprabhu. So on that Gaura Purnima day, we can receive that mercy. So I'll just tell one story of Radharani. That we saying Radharani is so merciful. So generally we tell this story on Radhastami day, but today also is the right appropriate time to tell this story. So Radharani, she is very kind, loving mother, and we are her children. Somehow we have given up our association, and we are trying to enjoy this material world. But as soon as we call for Radharani, she comes and she releases from all our unhappy conditions. So it so happened in Vrindavan, one day Srimati Radharani along with her friends, they were in the forest. And they heard this very helpless cry from a jackal. Anybody has seen a jackal? In Hindi they say lomdi. It's not a very good looking animal. It doesn't make a very nice sound. And nobody wants to, I don't know if anybody ever had a pet as a jackal. Anybody has a pet as a jackal? You have lizards or snakes, but nobody has jackal as a pet. So nobody wants jackal in their house. So this jackal was very piteously crying. And Radharani says, who is crying in the Vrindavan? nobody should be crying in Vrindavan. Who is this crying? And one of the gopis said, this is a jackal. And then Radharani said, okay, bring that jackal wherever he is. So they brought the jackal in front of Radharani. And Radharani says, why were you crying? He said, Radharani, in this world nobody loves me. Wherever I go, people chase me away. And today morning, some of the children, they just saw me in the morning. He says, I'm like a nice toy. So they just chase me and chase me and chase me. And throughout the day, I was hiding from one place to another, another place to another. And they just keep chasing me. For them, it was fun. But for me, it was a life and death. And finally, I hid in a hole, in a ground, so that they cannot catch me. So these children, they become a little frustrated. Oh, our toy has gone to the hole. Now we cannot, play with this toy. So to take me out of the hole, they put a fire. They put the mouth of the hole on fire. And I was inside the hole. And more than the fire, it was a smoke that was suffocating me. Now I had nowhere to go. So I was just crying. That, oh Radharani, this is Vrindavan. Please help me. Please help me. So I was just crying and crying and crying. And somehow you listened to my cry. And now you saved me. So Radharani said, in Vrindavan, nobody cries. Nobody has any pains of this world. So Jackal says, Radharani, now please take me in your shelter. This whole world me is harassing left, right and center. But you are my only shelter. Please take me as your devotee. So the jackal surrendered to the feet of Radharani. And Radharani, she blessed that jackal. And there and then, the jackal was given a beautiful form of a gopi. From a jackal, he became a very beautiful, gopi. And Radharani says, from now on, you are the part of my team. Wherever I go, you will come. And you'll be given nice services to serve Krishna. And the jackal was very happy. This is the mood of Radharani. This is the mercy of Radharani. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radharani. So it is not easy to take shelter of Radharani because we have so much filth and dirt in our heart. We cannot take direct shelter of Radharani. But we can take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is non-different than Radharani. So to celebrate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day, it is not an ordinary day. It is one of the most important day in our year we can celebrate. So on that day we should come as a very prayerful mood. As you just talked, if you can fast on that day, and if you can chant Krishna's name, and then we come in the evening, come in a very prayerful mood, just like the mood of that jackal. Yeah, you all remember jackal? Are we all being harassed by this world like a jackal? Left, right and center. Sometimes we are in India, sometimes we are in UK, sometimes we are young, sometimes we are old, sometimes we are rich, sometimes we are poor. We are being chased left, right and center from place to place, and nowhere we are getting shelter. But if we take a shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, then all our, like in Hindi we say, hamare sab dukh dur ho jayenge. Sometimes in a TV they said, if you buy our product, all your miseries will be over. And we are being cheated. But this is one promise of Krishna. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, surrender to me, I'll take care of you, do not fear. And Krishna will keep that promise. He comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a mood of Radharani. And if you surrender to him, Krishna will fulfill that promise. So I thank you all very much for your kind listening today. We're going to chant Hare Krishna Kirtan now. So today, while chanting, be a very prayerful mood to bring Lord Chaitanya into our heart. And throughout the week, meditate on Lord Chaitanya. And then we will have some more katha on Sunday, and our life will be happy. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Anybody's any question or anything you want to say about Chaitanya? Yes, Balram. Yes. Wow. Very difficult question to answer. Balram is asking that Lord Shiva, Mahashivratri we celebrated just a couple of weeks back. Lord Shiva is considered topmost devotee of the Lord. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambho. That he is the topmost Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambho. He is the topmost devotee of the Lord. And today also we said, that Radharani, she is the topmost devotee of the Lord. So who is number one then? You have to go to Lord Shiva and ask. But in spiritual life, there is not number one and number two, or number three. Radharani is considered topmost, and Shiva is also considered topmost, and they both are topmost. When somebody is topmost, doesn't mean other devotee is second. In material world, one means one, and after one comes second. There cannot be two ones. But spiritual world, it is beyond material calculation. I think maybe you ask this question to Keshav Maharaj. We would answer it properly. Yeah. Is it okay? Yes, 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 yes. Shiva Tattva, topmost devotee, he has his own services, and Radharani, she has her own services. These are the tattvas, because in few minutes time, we cannot understand this tattva in detail. But when we understand Lord Shiva's mood, Radharani's mood, tattva, when we go in detail, in deep, then we'll understand how come they both can be supreme at the same time. Yes. Yeah, he's in this universe and he is a planet in spiritual world also. Golok Vrindavan, yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 So that's what better, if you go in detail, understand the whole thing in Tattva, then we'll understand who is topmost. Yeah. Ishan, you were asking something, Ishan? No? Yeah. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
the chairs to one side. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatharine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Chaitanya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Shri Advaita Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Oh, go Shri Advaita Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. 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 Oh, go Srinivasa Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Oh, go Srinivasa Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. 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 Go Shri Gadadhar Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Go Shri Gadadhar Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe. Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva. Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahans Parivajakacarya Stotra Rishati Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanar Vrind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki Inamacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की बृहत मृदंग ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसेंडेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. ओ ग्लोरीज assembled devotees, ओ ग्लोरीज assembled devotees, ओ ग्लोरीज assembled devotees, ओ ग्लोरीज, ओ ग्लोरीज, ओ ग्लोरीज to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, ओ ग्लोरीज Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladala Tadahine Hiranyakashi Purvaksha Shila Tankana E Ito Nasima Parato Nasima Yeto Yamita To Nasima Bahe Nasimo Hridaye Nasimo Narasimha Patim Sharanam Prapade तव कर कमल भरे नाकाम अद्भुत श्रृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृंगा केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे। जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव। जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल। नरसिम्हा देव की प्रहलाद महाराज की। महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्रह्मणि वैष्णवे सर्व पुण्यवतां राजं विश्वासेन विजायते शरीराल विद्याजाल जरेंद्रिये ताहे कल जीवे फेरे विशेषागरे तारमज्जवाति लोभो माय सुदुर्मति ताके छेड़ा कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय गोरे बाय जीव जाय स्वाप्रसादम दिलो भाई से नाम रितपा राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमी ठाको चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवा साथी गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। महाप्रसादम की
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Ahan. So thank you everyone for taking your precious time today. Any devotee who come for the first time after a long time today, we like to welcome them. Any devotees? No? You want to introduce them? Yeah, you can stand up and introduce them.
Hare Krishna. Let me introduce my parents. This is my mother. Her name is Usha, and my father. My father. His name is Ravi, and that is my one and only one doctor, Krishna Bala. What is your name?
I might be teacher Balaji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anybody else first time? No? Okay. So let's welcome this wonderful family by 3 times loudly chanting Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Dinesh has come after some time, welcome back. Then we have Meena Mataji and Arshad Prabhu, they also came after a long time, so we welcome them also by 3 times loudly chanting Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Just to remind you again, next Sunday program will be 4 to 7. Yeah. So if you come at 12 o'clock, you stay here till 4 o'clock. You can chant here. Temple will be open. You can stay here. There'll be many sevas. If you come early. And also today you can see Prabhupada. He's come here last week, and now he's very gracefully, sitting in our temple. So, this etiquette of the temple. When you come to the temple, there are ways we can offer obeisances in the temple. So when you come to the temple, first of you offer our obeisances to all the devotees. Okay, so we come down, we just bow down, to all the devotees. Next obeisances, you offer it to the Guru. Yeah, so you go and keep your Prabhupada on the left side, and you can offer your obeisances to the Guru. The men's, they can do all Sashtanga Pranam, they can just lie down on the floor. The ladies, they can do Panchanga Pranam. They can just knees and head touching the floor. That's how the ladies do the pranam. And then you can come forward, then offer this obeisances to Krishna. And this is the proper etiquette, of coming to the temple and offering obeisances. And also we'll be keeping some flowers near to Prabhupada. So you can take from the plate some flowers and offer it to Prabhupada, those 3-4 circumambulation to Prabhupada. You can keep your flowers at the feet of Srila Prabhupada. You can see some flowers already there. So today also on your way out, there'll be some flowers will be there. Okay, we are run out of the flowers today. But today, next time, we'll have some more flowers. So on your way out, you can offer flowers to Prabhupada, and then you can take prasadam. So once again, thank you all very much. Now we'll see you again next Sunday, 4 to 7 p.m. Gaura Purnima festival. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. 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 The prasadam awaits first floor.